What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. A few announcements. Please fill out the Google form. We have 21 awesome responses so far. And there are some ties, so I might have to do a tiebreaker form, which is annoying, but maybe it can be the deciding vote if you fill it out today before 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time. So yeah, this is a tutorial on how to create your election nights. I'm doing 3 themes as well as teaching you how to create your own theme. It's going to be 20 minutes long, something like that. And more the Let's Talk Elections did a keynote thing for this. I personally think it was a little hard for me to follow. I know same case for some people. I'm using Google Slides because everyone has it. It's just better than Keynote. It's easier to use. Keynote maybe has better graphics, but this is I would say this is a little bit it's more accessible. It's easier to use. So I'm going to get started with this. This is the CNN theme, so I'm going to make this super easy. Oops, that's not what we wanted to do. So hit copy that and paste it into the template. I've already done some of this, so you could do paste like that, Vermont. And if you wanted to change the person, you do delete the picture of Cuomo, and then you could Google something like maybe something like who's it? Joe Kennedy, Wikipedia, and then you do images, and then boom, he would come up. You'd hit copy image, and then you'd hit paste right there. Now, obviously, that is too big, so you have to make this a little bit smaller and go like that. So you match it up with this, and essentially, if you're lucky, you'll end up with the same amount of space from here to here and here to here. But however, that's not the case. You have to make this a little bit bigger, like that. Then you move this like so, and then you crop this down. Not that much, but you bring it up a little bit so you can see where. And boom, there's your Joe Kennedy. What we're going to do is you're going to move this D. Oops, that's the slide. Oops. I did not mean to do that. That was bad. So you're going to move this little D icon out of the way. It's because it's being covered. Then you're going to cut it, then paste it right there. And then you're just going to move it over Joe Kennedy. And boom, there you go. All you have to do is now change the name. Joe Kennedy the third. And 3 electoral votes. Maybe he wins his home state of Massachusetts. You can alter the electoral votes. Now, as for the check, I made up of 2 different things. And what you would do is you would just copy and paste the slides. So say he wins Rhode Island, you would just do him winning Rhode Island, and then just alter the number of electoral votes to 4, and boom, that's it. I did do one for Elizabeth Warren. Yes, I am obsessed with Massachusetts politicians. And then this is Donald Trump. If you want to copy and paste it, you can always alter the state. Maybe he wins Indiana. You would change that to 11 electoral votes, and boom, that's it. And then for the too close to call, I already did this. I tried to record this video twice. However, I keep having technical difficulties. So just know that I'm already on low patience because I've been recording this for the past half an hour. It's not working. So this was from the previous video that's not going to be uploaded. Hopefully this one will be uploaded. So what you're going to do is you can adjust this ticker down here, like to make it smaller maybe. And then edit the text box, and then you can make this something like 14% in. So yeah, you can always do that. And then say Warren's trailing Trump. You can add this to maybe say Biden, because I believe Biden would be beating Trump, and then Trump would be maybe 48.44% so far in Wisconsin, with 14% in, and Biden would be 50.08%. Now, obviously, oops, 07. It should not always go up to 100% exact, because third parties, some people writing candidates, it's always going to change. So yeah, that's essentially it. For too close to call, that's CNN. For the Electoral College, you just edit this to make maybe Cuomo has 10 electoral votes. Maybe after 7 p.m., 60 electoral votes have been awarded. Cuomo versus Trump, you can always change that and make it maybe 270, and then he wins 268. I don't know. Popular vote, same thing as the other tickers. For the too close to call, you can always make it bigger, or smaller. It doesn't matter. So that's CNN. That's all I need to know for CNN. I'm actually going to delete the Joe Kennedy one. Actually, how about the Elizabeth Warren one? So yeah, that's it. The background is always going to copy and paste into the next slide. So that's CNN. This is a random background that I made on Google Drawings, and I'm going to show you how to make next. So what you do is, say you want to make a new background, you can delete this and start over new, and maybe you can insert a shape. Like, say you wanted, this is going to be really random, and I do not recommend using this as a background. I'm going to insert it into Google Slides, but maybe this is your background, and you copy and paste it down here. This is kind of artsy. I'm not a very good artist. But yeah, and then what you'd do is you'd maybe draw another line, like something like that. That would cover. Oh, that's a text box. We don't need that. Another line like that, and you'd draw it like that, and expand it a little bit because it's white, and change the color, and boom, that would be your theme. I guess it's not a very good theme, and I'm not going to spend ton of time on it, but that could be your theme, and you could maybe add like a little. I can find this a star, like add one in the middle like that, and then adjust it. This looks like a flag of some communist country. Okay, so we're gonna do something like that, and boom, there you have it. That's your theme. And to insert it into Google Slides, you do file, download as JPEG image. You just go here. I'm going to delete that slide. I'm going to add a new one. And then for the background, you do background, click there, choose image, browse, and you would do CNN. Like that, CNN background. And that's it. So that'll be your background. It'll upload and done. Boom. And you can delete these text boxes if they're annoying you. And boom, that's your background. You can add someone, whatever. So that's just how to make a background on Google Drawings. Everyone has drawings. You just go to drawings.google.com. And now let's do some Fox News. Basically the same thing. I'm just going to copy and paste this. I did a Bernie Sanders versus Ted Cruz election night. So, whoop, I keep hitting on the same stuff. Like that. And that's it. Now the font does change because Fox News does CG Times as their font. The background for Fox News is a little dicey to make, but you don't need to make it. Thanks to my amazing, generous skills. I'm just gonna I'm gonna name this template for election nights, and yeah, so that will be the Democrat winning Fox News. You can always change it. Fox News, it doesn't display the electoral vote, so just say the state for Trump. You would insert sorry, not for Trump. For Ted Cruz, you'd insert this into over here and paste that like so. South Carolina, Ted Cruz winning, and yeah. If you want to do a different politician, I already showed you that. You just delete that and then add someone else in. But I'll keep the Ted Cruz with you guys if you want to do Ted versus Bernie Sanders. So yeah, that's it. And then for too close to call, let's go back to Fox News. It'll be like this. I just spent a little time formatting this, but I'm going to paste this in here so you guys can use it. You would edit it, say it's 4% in. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. Oops. Say it's 4% in. Maybe you did. Okay, that's really weird. It's 4% in. You adjust the slider to make it 3% in, something like that. You can always edit these margins, make it 45.3%. Whatever you want to do. And you can always rename this to like maybe Pence if you want to replace their pictures. I would show you how to do that, and yeah, that's essentially it that's Fox News. There is one more thing that I think we have to do for Fox News, and it is the electoral check-in. So for Fox News does what MSNBC does, essentially. So nope, clicking on the wrong tabs. Not there. Oops. Okay. So yeah, that would be the ticker. So say Ted Cruz is ahead. Maybe he could go like this, and Bernie would be maybe trailing him like that. Something like this. I don't know. a race to 270. He wouldn't display the electoral votes, but it's just a cool little chart to show. I like when other YouTubers have it in their election nights. And then for this, you'd have you'd copy this and you paste, and then you could edit this to maybe say if you had a different map. I think you guys know you can edit it actually. And yeah, it will be something like that. Insert different maps to show the electoral vote. Say it's the final map, and Bernie wins like 278 to 260. Now that's a little big. You have to expand the text box and maybe make this a little smaller. Just go down like that, and there you go, to 270 to 268, and then that should not be that big. Should be over there. So you have to make that font a little smaller as well. And there we go. Boom. That's it. So for that, you can insert the electoral map of your own. You go to mapchart.net for that over here, and you can edit this however you want. So yeah, there's wrong thing. So yeah, there's that. And now we're gonna finally move on to Msnbc, which I wrote a bunch. JJ Holmes wrote some scenarios here, and he helped me out with this, but I did most of the graphics. So say you want a Pete Buttigieg versus Tom Cotton matchup like we had, you would paste that, and you could just MSNBC doesn't do that, so you can just change this to whatever state you want. Like maybe he owns Michigan, swing state there. So if I have to do change it under the Tom Cotton one, because I think you guys already get the hang of this now. What I'm going to show you is how to do a mapchart.net county map. So as you can see, this is our other map. You can edit this to like maybe Ohio's too close to call and Pennsylvania's too close to call, but West Virginia went for the Republicans, and so did Tennessee, and so did Mississippi, and Illinois went for the Democrats, and so did New York and Massachusetts. You can do whatever you want with that. And then take a screenshot on a map, which is Command-Shift-3. Now, if you want to do counties, it takes a while to load the county map, but it's pretty cool, actually. It's fun to play around with. As you can see, it's loading. Here we go. So do this if you want to fill, say, like, for example, Oklahoma, that doesn't have a single district that goes Democratic. You just do color state, and boom, it'll show up as all colored red. And then you could isolate Oklahoma. So you could take a screenshot of it, isolate state, turn off county names, and boom, take a screenshot of that. If you wanted to isolate maybe the state of Oregon, you would, Oregon, restore states first, and then you'd hit isolate state. And you could do blue because Oregon's a blue state. You go down here. This is the Hillary Clinton map. She won Clackamas County as well. And you can make it look like something like that. Like this, and then the rest can be red. But you just tap the little counties, and it's simple as that. And I don't like that the county names on because I feel like it kind of it doesn't look good. So after I color this in red, I turn off county names, and boom, that's it. Isolate state, turn off county names, and there you have it. You just take a screenshot and insert it to the presentation. If you're doing counties, I only do county maps sometimes, but when I do, I try to make them as accurate as possible, so you don't just kind of mess around with this. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but like you don't go like, this is fun, how we click random spots and see how that turns out. Yeah, that would not be a county map of Oregon. Like that would be a Republican win, and the Republicans are not winning Oregon anytime soon. So yeah, that's it. Now for MSNBC, too close to call, it's essentially the same as Fox News. It would just be like that, and you can edit that. I'll show you how to edit that. Now, the one thing that I am going to show you how to do is are the race to. Actually, I've already showed you guys how to do that. It's the same thing for Fox News. I already showed you guys that. Change that however you want to change it. Oops, wrong. And then you can do that. Poll closings are a little different. So who I think has the best graphics of all YouTubers for election nights is EP Official. What he does is he uses mapchart.net for his poll closing. So what you can do is let's go back here and we go United States, leave that. It's loading for a bit, and you can just do. You obviously want to turn off state names again. And for poll closings, I do them in yellow, 7 p.m. Vermont, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Indiana, and Kentucky. And you just take a screenshot of that and get this little thing out of there, and you have it from here to here. And you can crop the screenshot and then just insert it into here. Simple as that. And I'm pretty sure I covered everything. So if you have any questions, just comment down below. If this was easy for you, please subscribe. I'm going to put this a link to this template. So I'm going to adjust this to change. Anyone with the link can view. Yeah, and then you in that. So what you're going to do is you're going to do. So I'm going to have this link in the description. When you click on it, you do File, make a copy, and then do entire presentation, and then it'll open another tab, and you can edit it, and you can copy this, and make your own election nights. So thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Fill out the form. Due 4:30 Pacific time. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. See you all later.